Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Monday Music Matchup. I'm Mark from Like Minded Lunatics. I hope you're doing well. I've got a great matchup for us today. This is on this playlist, we typically take two songs, put them head to head, and see which one comes out on top. Sometimes we take two different versions of the same song, so covers and things like that. I'm one of those weird people who likes covers. And today we've got a really great one. We're going to take a look at Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, and take a look at the cover that was just recently published by Daughtry and Lzzy Hale. And usually I would compare a cover either to the original or to another cover. But instead, what I'm going to do today is compare Daughtry's version to a remix that was featured in Stranger Things 4, one of the episodes. It's the very end of the episode, and it's also featured in the trailer. Here's the reason why I'm going to do that, because number one, I don't think comparing Daughtry and Lzzy Hale to another cover is fair, simply because they're both two powerhouses, and I feel quite sure they have a powerhouse engineering team behind them as well. So I'm not going to do that. And I'm also not going to compare it to the original, because I don't know if you guys have seen that video lately, but it is bonkers. The original Journey video is bonkers, and I've had it on a potential video reaction playlist for a long time, so I'm going to save that one. So we're going to take a look at the remix that was featured in Stranger Things 4, compare it to Daughtry and Lzzy Hale. All right, so I think let's take a look at the remix first, primarily because it came out first. So here we go. Separate Ways, Worlds Apart remix that was in the Stranger Things 4 season. What a haunting version this is, huh? Man, it feels like they've taken out all of the guitars. I don't know that there's a stringed instrument in there. It's all synth and drums. And boy, I love the way they isolate Steve Perry's voice there when we get to the bridge. Man, what a cool version. I don't know if you've seen, hopefully you have, season 4 of Stranger Things. For my money, it's one of the best seasons they've put out other than season 1. And when this song appears, man, it's great. They're heading off to battle. It's great. All right, so here we go. Daughtry and Lzzy Hale. Now, I've not really heard this one. Here we go. Gotta say, I like that dead stop there. That's awesome. Let's go back for a second. Also sounds like a little double bassing on the drums, little bike riding. Let's go back and hear that.
Apart, hearts broken in two.
I'm going to go ahead and say I'm a little disappointed with the lack of Lzzy Hale in this. It's advertised as featuring. I've not heard a feature yet. I've heard an accompaniment. I've heard backing. I've not heard a feature. I'm hoping we get a feature. I'm a huge Lzzy Hale fan, and I'm going to be disappointed if that does not happen in this. But I will say I'm loving that they have retained kind of the 80s montage feel of this song. I've always felt like this is like, if you want to create a perfect montage and you don't want to use Eye of the Tiger, separate ways. You got to use separate ways. It's just, to me, it has everything that we love about that music from those montages in the 80s. I've heard some other covers of this where the people have tried to heavy it up to make it more metal. I'm glad they didn't do that. I thought at first they might be doing that with a double with that, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems very 80s-ish to me, and I'm into it as long as provided we get more Lzzy in this. All right, let's go back to the remix. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say this. So in that last season of Stranger Things, the Duffer Brothers rightly were lauded for their use of music in this latest season with Metallica and Kate Bush. I'm going to go ahead and say, I feel like they should be lauded just as much for this remix, because it fits that scene. Oh my God, so perfectly. And again, if you've not seen it, I don't want to ruin anything for you, but our heroes are going off to battle, and we're unsure if they're going to come back. And they're essentially all going their separate ways for in the plan. And boy, thematically, this song fits. And the synthesizer fits with Survive's theme. God, it's so perfect.
Troubled times between confusion and pain. Distant eyes, promises we made were in vain. If you must go, I wish you live alone. Together, this
I love how they do that, because you're expecting that crescendo, that build up with the drums to that crescendo, and they don't give it to you. They build it up, and then they level it with the synth. That's awesome. Let's go back and listen to that. That's badass. I love that. That build up, and it's kind of a false peak. Great. All right, let's go back to Daughtry and Lzzy Hale, featuring, hopefully, Lzzy Hale.
troubled times.
I also feel like, I'm sorry, I stopped it quickly, I know that, but I also feel like they've changed where they're playing the guitar part. So, I don't know if you play guitar, but the way that their lead guitar plays this is a really weird phrasing of E. It's like, it's down in the 5th fret, I think, 7th fret or whatever it is. But I feel like they're using just the power chord E. Somebody who plays guitar, tell me, am I correct on that? It sounds like they've changed the phrasing of that guitar part. And they're not doing the harmonics.
Troubled times.
There we go. God damn, I gotta back it up. All right, here we go.
Troubled times. Caught between confusion and pain. 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 Distant eyes. Promises we made were in vain. In vain. In vain. If you must go, I wish you love.
I got my feature, didn't I? God damn. So here's the problem with featuring a Lzzy Hale. She's going to out-sing you every time. She's going to out-sing you every time. I don't think I have seen a duo. Her with Amy Lee, I think, is probably the closest. I don't think she out-sings Amy. I think they sing differently. But in any song where she is required to sing in the same way as the other singer, destroys them. And, I mean, I don't want to insult Daughtry fans out there, but I feel like, oof, that's hands down Lzzy's song at this point, isn't it?
We'll find you, break those chains that bind you. One night we'll remind you how we touched and went our separate ways. If he ever hurt you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you, though we touched and went our separate ways.
That's what I mean right there. I mean, come on. This should be Separate Ways, Lzzy Hale featuring Daughtry. No offense to the Daughtry fans out there. You know the producer's sitting there going, God damn, can we bring Lzzy's gain down a little bit? And the engineer's like, we've got it down, like it's way down. We've got to bring it down more. She's overriding it. She's all right. And so they're having to compress it and all kinds of stuff. I do have to say, as much as I'm loving this, I'm a little underwhelmed with the guitar in this. Just a little underwhelmed with it. I feel like that solo was good. It was good. But, man, the original is so iconic with the... Again, go back and listen to the original. We'll take a look at the original at some point, but I want to spend a lot of time talking about that video. I could spend an hour talking about that video. It's so amazing. But the original version has got this, again, weird phrasing of the E, and they're doing some neat harmonics on it, and all of that's lost. And we get kind of a generic solo. I would have liked to have seen a better solo on this one, I think. This is what I mean. You shouldn't do this with Lzzy. You should not do this with Lzzy. She's gonna kill you every time. Oh my God. You shouldn't go 1-to-1. And let's do some screaming and hopefully I won't get overrun by Hale's voice. She's gonna do it every time. So her voice sounds like she's yelling and it sounds like she's destroying it. And his voice in the yell sounds like he's being destroyed. God, Daughtry fans are going to kill me. I'm sorry, Daughtry fans. I'm sorry. That's a yell of, why did I do this? That's what that is.
Love will find you, break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways. If he ever hurt you, true love won't desert you. You know.
Even that, the won't, the way that she vocalizes, wow, she hits that fry. Awesome.
Love won't desert you. You know I still love you. Though we touched and went our separate ways. Though we went our separate ways.
I don't know if I care for this part. It's very Papa Roachy, isn't it? All right. Well, hang on, I didn't finish up the remix. Hang on. Let's finish up this creepy son of a bitch. This one haunts my dreams. I feel like that whenever a nightmare is about to happen, this version. Oh man, well, hopefully it doesn't feel like I was shitting on Daughtry during this whole thing. I don't want it to feel like that. I'm just a huge Lzzy Hale fan, but boy, I do like this this new version. And thanks to folks who pointed this out to me. I did see it release, but I'll be honest with you, I was on Christmas vacation when this came out, and I was not going to be taking away my Christmas vacation to do a reaction. But hopefully you enjoyed this one. Make sure you leave me some comments, give me a thumbs up. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel at this point. We really love building this family here on YouTube, so if you've not done that, let me encourage you to do so. It don't cost you nothing, and it does help us out a whole lot with analytics. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. Take care of yourselves, folks, and I'll see you soon.